Thank you very much. Now, when the US network ABC cast David Cassidy as its juvenile star in The Partridge Family, it launched one of the most spectacular careers in the entertainment industry. 19-year-old David Cassidy became an instant heartthrob and went on to top the charts.
Yes, over the next 5 years, his official fan club grew to become the largest in history. So it isn't any wonder then that today he still has thousands of admirers. Before we talk to David about his fans, touring and his latest DVD, let's take a quick look at his acoustic version of the Partridge Family mantra.
I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of a love there is no cure for. Oh, I think I love you.
And here he is, David Cassidy is with us. Very good morning to you, David.
Very good morning to you too.
Unlike a lot of people, you don't want to get away from the past at all. You're actually reveling in it.
I've actually gotten away for so many years. When I stopped doing the Partridge Family, I didn't want to go back. And I think once I had left it, and I left it at the top playing stadiums, it was such an incredible experience. People, I think, perhaps misunderstood that they thought I didn't love it, I didn't care, I was bitter about it. I was never like that. I wanted to do, it was always about the work for me. I wanted to do different things, and when you become that successful and associated with, so strongly with that, all of those labels, sex symbol, teen idol, and all of those things, that's not about your work. And for me, it's always been the passion of the work. So going back and doing, 2 years ago, I came back and did a CD that went platinum. It was the first one in 10 years. But I've been working in the theater, writing, producing, directing. I wrote and created a television series, did a couple of movies, and did 2,500 live performances in Las Vegas and all over the United States. So I hadn't been back to Britain in, since '95. And it was a remarkable thing. That version of I Think I Love You is the one I always wanted to do. I love the song, and it was the record of the year in America and #1 in 40 countries. But coming back and playing it in a very soulful and a really, for me, genuine way of giving it back to the fans who have been so incredibly supportive of me here in this country.
Legions of fans. I mean, and the success that you've had. They are. We've heard that they're all outside.
Yeah, it's been such an amazing journey for me, and with them, this is the last solo tour that I can do outside of America. I promised my son.
Why is that?
Well, he said to me, the year before I'd left for 6 weeks to go to Australia, and I've dragged them around the United States, from New York to Las Vegas to Los Angeles to Connecticut to Florida, and he's 13 now. He's in school, and you can't just keep, come on, let's go, come on, gang. Now we're going, and it just got to a point where I had to make a commitment to him, and it's too important to have a balance.
You're absolutely right. Just mentioning those fans, you must have seen them as you came in.
Yeah.
We've been talking to a few of them outside the main gates here at Television Centre. Here they are.
I've travelled all the way up from Devon today, and I travel as far as it takes to see David. He's just, he's just the best.
You never stop being a fan, do you, girls?
No. Couldn't put my fingers on it. I've liked him for 30 so years, and I always will.
For a lot of us, he was our first love, so he awakened those first feelings, and whenever we see him, that's how we feel again. It's like we're 13 or whatever, all over again.
Can you put those feelings into words?
Fluttering inside, your heart beats really fast, you almost feel physically sick, you just feel really, really excited inside.
Well, enough about Declan Curry's fans. I thought we were talking about David
Your fans.
You must feel physically sick.
David, I mean, how does that actually feel to hear people saying that about you?
I have to tell you.
Because you've had that your whole career, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a blessing.
Well, is it a blessing or is it a bit spooky?
No, it's a blessing. Are you kidding? When you become a star, as a communicator, as an actor, as a singer, as a songwriter, as a writer, whatever I do, and I've been fortunate enough to be successful in so many different mediums, once you become a star, if you're not selling tickets, if they're not buying your records, if they're not coming to see you, see ya. And for me, it's always been about the work. But in retrospect, without them, I think if you do good work, success, money, fame, and all that, it's never been about pursuing money or fame. But to have people that are so, what they give back to me and are so dedicated and so remarkably resilient, because I didn't work here in this country for 10 years. And to have people who care in the thousands and thousands, it's a wonderful thing.
They shouldn't be neglecting us, but you really have made it into our national psyche, haven't you?
Well, I spent a lot of time around the world in the 70s, and I think my relationship with the British fans is outside of America, where I've done 10 times the work I've done, and have probably a lot more fans in America because of that. And it's a much larger country, but I felt a very special connection always. It was keep Britain tidy was the mantra for me when people, and
that's going way back. Yeah.
That's going way back.
But you really are, as I say, part of the national psyche. You made it into one of our most famous films, didn't you? 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh yeah.
In short, to recap in a slightly clearer version, in the words of David Cassidy, in fact, while he was still with the Partridge Family, I think I love you, and I just wondered whether by any chance you wouldn't like to no, of course not. I'm an idiot. He's not. Excellent, fantastic. I'm so lovely to see you. Sorry to disturb. Better get on.
Well, Hugh Grant can't remember the words. I know you can, David. But just on that, you're a mature parent now, and you can deal with all the fans. What was it like? What was it? It was like there was a teenager. People trying to rip you apart, tear bits of your clothing off you, and pull your hair out.
Yeah, people ask me that all the time. It became so incredible. The world now is so sophisticated. The audience is so sophisticated because we have all of this. We have thousands of ways of seeing stars. I think because of the media, because of now technology. We get 120 stations in America where you can see your favorite artist over and over and over again. In those days, there was no video, let alone you only saw somebody on a television. You had to be in front of the television at that time, or else you didn't see them. Like shows like Top of the Pops, that's why they were so important in those days. Now, it's all diluted. And I think also everybody's sophisticated now. The audience... There is no more naivete. Even in the 80s when I came back, and I worked with George Michael doing Last Kiss, and he was at the height of his fame, teen fame with Wham. And he said, oh, it's nothing like it was when in the 70s. They don't go crazy, It was so difficult for me just to get around, to get in and out. Hotels wouldn't take me. I had to take a boat in the middle of the Thames. And actually some of the fans were swimming in the Thames to get to the boat. So it was madness, but it's also kind of in a way it's almost like somebody else did it. I've removed myself from it now. I've gone on and I live in the present. I live in this moment, and I've had such a wonderful life and such gifts from the rest of the planet that I feel very, very fortunate.
David, thank you very much. We're very fortunate to have you. And we've run out of time here on Breakfast. Very nice to see you.
Nice to see you both.
Thank you very much. We really have run out of time. Thank you very much indeed for your company today. Don't forget, news updates throughout the day on News 24. We're back bright and early in the morning.
Goodbye from us. And
have
goodbye
a great
from David
day.
as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.